Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. And you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, find a chair, sofa, don't care what you sit down on. Let's talk. It's very, very exciting, isn't it? Avengers Endgame is coming in what? A couple of weeks' time. Wow. This film is going to be controversial. That's all I'm going to say. People are going to be talking about it. But what I really want to talk about today is Scarlett Johansson and Brie Larson. Now, Disney has become very, very political. And I'm kind of interested in their marketing for Endgame. Now, today, on a British breakfast TV show called Good Morning Britain, by a telecast, they had Paul Rudd and Scarlett Johansson sitting in a studio together while they spoke to them. I thought this was a bit strange, because what do Black Widow and Ant-Man really have to do with each other? Well, in terms of the comics, not very much. Now, if you were Disney, right, and you wanted to kind of promote female characters in your Marvel Cinematic Universe, what would you do? That's right, you're correct. You shouting at me saying that. You're absolutely spot on. You would put Brie Larson and Scarlett Johansson in a couple of chairs together, laughing and joking, giving it large and promoting these females who are a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And what about the other one who plays Vision's girlfriend? Sorry, I forgot your name, right? But yeah, what about her? Why aren't these three women sitting together being interviewed, promoting this film, promoting females as part of the MCU? This is very curious, because this isn't a big deal, right? This is what any studio would do. But we don't see these women together. And let me tell you why we haven't seen these women together. Because Scarlett Johansson and the woman who plays Vision's girlfriend basically don't like Brie Larson. It's obvious, isn't it? Come on. As a studio, you'll be doing this straight away. And, it's been very interesting, bloggers and critics and everyone have been telling us that the stuff we say about Brie Larson is untrue, that we're sexists, we're man babies. But the truth is, the people that work with Scarlett Johansson within the industry don't even like her. Let's look at the Chris Hemsworth situation. Now, Chris is a very openly good guy. He is. He's just a riot, right? You have a drink with this guy, he's brilliant. He's a typical Aussie. I mean, I've even heard rumours that he called Brie Larson a Sheila for a joke, and it didn't go down well. No shit, Sherlock, but he's a nice guy. And in that interview, which we've all seen, where he's asked, he was asked that the same, and basically he said that his daughter really likes the Wonder Woman movie, and he turns to Brie Larson, who's there, and says, sorry, she hasn't seen your movie yet. So what's all that about? Is it just a joke? Is it that the marketing has taken this where they're doing a joke about, treating Brie Larson a bit, because of the fans not really liking her? Or was Chris Hemsworth actually being serious? Because for me, that's a bit of a PR own goal, isn't it? Come on. I mean, she's sitting there. All he had to do is say, my little girl loves Captain Marvel. It's a given. It's easy, right? But he didn't do that. So either he's being honest or he's just joking. Who knows? But the more serious situation is that these females in this movie haven't even sat together to promote this movie. This is absolutely staggering. And this leads me to my next point. Is this a spoiler? Should I say it? Don't expect too much Captain Marvel in this movie. She will be there. She will be involved. But this, when you look at the kind of length of this movie, 3 hours, in terms of those 3 hours, I wouldn't say she's in more than 40 minutes of this film. Some people will be disappointed about that. Some people will be really happy about that. But yeah, I am really staggered about the marketing, not putting these three women together to promote this movie, to promote the female element of this movie, because, studios are so political now. And, they keep on talking about, strong female leads. but they're not really pushing it in this film. Have you noticed? That's really weird as well. With all the kind of agenda dialogue we got in Captain Marvel and a lot of the crazy stuff that Brie was saying during her press conferences, it's looking like they've decided to tiptoe away from that. But also, it doesn't help if the other female actors don't like Larson and are refusing to go anywhere near her. This is all very interesting now. And I'll be very interested as the marketing gets even stronger if we do see Brie Larson and Scarlett Johansson together in an interview. I don't think we will.